How's it going, boys? Apologise, it's not the most professional setup. I'm visiting family right now. I'm just gonna make a quick video, and I think it's an important one. It's a big life lesson that I have come across throughout the last couple of years. Just to give you a bit of background, from probably the age of, I would say, I probably started drinking like quite consistently at about 15, and like I weren't like a big alcoholic or anything. In fact, I would never like drink more than like one day consecutively. But when I did, that would be my sort of what I would rely on to be confident or like even hold a conversation. But when I drank, I would drink very heavily, and there have been times in my life where I've also used it to cover up those feelings when you're feeling low, depressed, whatever it is. Um, and the same things goes for drugs as well. I mean, I've never been a big drug user, other than I was a bit of a stoner for about a year when I was in construction. But these substances, they're no good for you guys. And I was completely reliant on these things to be able to speak to girls, to even be able to hold a conversation. If you are not confident enough to go up to a girl on the street and you rely on going to nightclubs, drinking alcohol, we need to start there, guys. We need to remove all the shit and like that stuff for you personally. It cannot happen like literally ever until you sort your shit out. I really urge you guys just to cut the stuff out, give it a year, just train consistently, cut all your other bad habits out. And you'll find, like, especially when you cut things like porn out and all of these other fast dopamine activities, you'll find that you'll just somehow more of yourself, like, in a more confident way. And I found this with myself, especially with cutting porn out my life. I could suddenly like hold eye contact, and I was just more comfortable in my own skin, and I could speak to pretty much whoever I wanted. I would flirt comfortably. I was just much happier with myself. Not to go on a rant about semen retention or anything. This is about alcohol. But yeah, if you are currently relying on alcohol to have a good time and be confident, you can't do it ever. Like, it's the worst thing for you. I personally, if I'm going out for a meal, I love a rooftop bar. I love whiskey. I don't do it consistently. It's not a habit. If I'm out with the boys, I will have a whiskey. I will have a cigar. Like, it's a way to take the edge off. I get that. And yeah, it's a social thing. But looking back to when I was getting blackout drunk at 18 in nightclubs, like there's been a situation where I've actually woken up in hospital because I've like drank so much. I just don't like getting to a point where you are not in control of your own motor skills. You don't even know what's going on. You can't protect yourself. You can't protect the woman you're with. So that's my advice, guys. Just the best thing I ever did was just cutting it out for a long time, and suddenly I became a man that was confident enough and can have a good time without alcohol. I still go to these nice places, but I don't have to drink all the time. If I decide to drink, I will, but just understand the consequences. If you're not a confident guy and you're using alcohol as a tool to go out there and be confident, you're not going to make any progress in that respect, and you're digging yourself a deeper and deeper hole. So that's my advice. Cut the shit out for a year and just do what is necessary. Just sacrifice a year. That's not to say you've always got coffee shops, and if you are going to go and watch the football or something, you don't need to drink for it. It's a sacrifice you need to make, especially if you want to be more comfortable around like better people, if that makes sense. Nightclubs, they're not good environments, like, and that's not to say I don't see myself ever going into a nightclub, but as a consistent weekly thing, absolutely not. So take that on board, guys. Thank you very much for watching.